my sister Susan. Yesterday she taught me how to make this beautiful purse, and we want to teach you how to make one. It's even got a pocket on the inside. Well, Susan, take over.
We're making these purses with upholstery samples that you can possibly get at furniture stores when they purge old samples. And you can just coordinate any fabrics. For this purse, we're using 3. We're using 3.
See, because we use 3 different types of knit, 3 different designs.
And what we do is we cut 2 strips, or actually 3 strips. 2 are going to be for the main purse.
Yep.
Example, like if we like this to coordinate with these, we might want to cut these 2 to be the front of the purse, and then maybe this to be the side panel. So you get to choose which piece goes where.
See how lovely it fits over my arm? Okay, now, is that tape one?
Oh, we can keep going. So once you have the strips cut, then you're going to put right sides together. We selected this piece and this piece to be the main body of the purse. So you're going to sew the right sides together, and then you're going to fold this out and then sew the right sides together this way to make the side of the purse.
You make what size seam do you make, Susan?
About a 5/8 inch or whatever it's appropriate for the fabric.
Yeah. All right. I took this to the machine and I sewed these 3 pieces together. Now what do we do next, Susan?
Well, we want to make sure we have lining. So I've got this scrap of fabric, and I'm just going to lay this down here, and we're going to cut this out to be the lining. So it just needs to be the exact same size, not too difficult. So lay it out kind of flat, and we're just going to cut this out. And you can
Next, what's the next step, Susan?
Well, you know, now we're going to need to sew right sides together here, and that's going to form the purse. And if you want a pocket, we're going to make sure that we go ahead and sew those in the lining before we sew it up on the sides. So I'm just going to use one of the scraps of fabric that we have left over, but you're going to need.
Now we're going to cut a piece out for the pocket. You can make it as big or small as you want to, but I like to leave mine big. The director is making me laugh. Anyway, and you can finish the edges either with a pinking shears, or you can finish them with a serger. And then you're going to take it and you're just going to sew around. You're going to pin it and sew around to make your 3 sides to make your pocket and leave the opening at the top.
Okay, now Beth has sewed all the pieces together for the front of the bag, and we have the lining of the bag cut out, and she sewed this cute little pocket around with the opening right here. We've determined that we're going to let this be the bottom of the bag, so now we need to sew the sides together. So Beth is going to sew these sides together, and then she's going to sew these sides together. And you want the right side of the fabric facing, and then we'll come back and show you what to do next.
All right. I have sewed the bottom of the pocketbook with right sides together, and I did the same thing with the lining, but with right sides together. So now I'm going to turn the lining back out. And also, it's easier if you would like to fold down the top of the bag about a 5/8 inch seam for later on. It's easier if you'll iron it down. And oh yeah, I know. So then what you want to do you're going to have right sides together again, and you're going to make the, what you call them things?
Box the bottom.
Box the bottom of the pocketbook. And you are going to just work it out like this and make a little triangle at the bottom. And some people like to measure, but I just do it by eyesight. And you're going to get your machine and you're going to just sew across about like that. You're going to do that on each corner, bottom corner of your actual bag, and you have to work with it and get it a triangle. Okay. And then I'm going to sew across this side. And it is thick material, so you might want to get on your machine use a 100 needle, jean needle. But you sew across that, and you do the same thing on the lining. Now, Susan, how do you make what are we going to do for handles?
Okay, Beth had asked me what we were going to do for straps. So while she's sewing making the box on our on our purses and on our lining, what I've done was used what we had left over from our square samples, and I've cut two the same size and the same length, and I'm going to sew them face sides together, right sides together, right here, then open them up and do right sides together lengthwise, and that will be our strap.
Alright, now I've cornered off both sections, both corners of each of the purse itself and the lining. And so you're going to turn your purse itself right side out, but you're going to leave your lining turned right side in. And then you're just going to take it and you're going to put your lining with wrong side spacing inside your real purse. And what you want to do, because we've got the pocket, let me show you. We got the pocket in the lining. You want to make sure you get it where it's positioned right inside the pocketbook. So you're gonna, and this is why it was important to fold down about 5/8 inch seam, because what you're going to do is you're going to put them together on both the pocketbook and the lining. You're going to fold that seam down, and your pocketbook wrong sides together, and where you iron down at the top of the pocketbook and the lining, you're going to just put them together and you're going to pin them all around. I'll do a few pins for you. And you make sure your pocket is on the side of, not on the side of the pocketbook, but where you want it, in the center of your pocketbook. That's the only thing you have to line up. You do that all the way around. You put pins in it all the way around. And then after you do that, you're going to go to the machine.
No, then you start.
Oh. Okay. First, you're going to do pin all the way around, and then you're going to take your strap, and you're going to put it down into between the lining and the purse on each side, and pin that down. And also, in the meantime, we made the little flap out of some more of the scraps, and you're going to put that in the center of the purse, in between the lining and the purse itself. Now turn it off. Okay, so I've got the straps pinned in, and now I'm going to pin the flap in. And you want to put it right on the side that the pocket is on. That's the back of the pocketbook. And you may have to unpin one of your pins. And you want to just stick it down in there, like center of the pocket, of where the pocket is. And also make sure on the outside that when it flaps over, it comes down as far as you want it. Because I did make one that it came down way too far and I had to adjust it. Okay, and now we're going to, once I get this flap pinned in, I'm going to take it back to the sewing machine and I'm going to sew around the edges sew around this edge all the way around.
And this is our finished purse. Beth has sewn around the outer edge to attach the lining with the outer purse to make it a smooth seam. And you can see inside there's the pocket and the flap that comes over. And we will end up putting a button on the top and maybe some Velcro to attach it. So here you have, and we can save the money. We can put the money inside that we saved by making our own purse.
Yeah.
So we appreciate you viewing our presentation of how to make a fabric purse.
And to our viewing audience, hi.
Okay, Beth, while you're making these triangles, I'm going to show our audience.
What are we going to do for handles?
Oh, I'm glad you asked. Oh.
Another flipper. It's got to be.
No, it's going to be that way because you're going to stuff it in there. And,
Oh, anyway. Get it out. And we appreciate you joining us today. We appreciate our audience.
our view.
Very true.
And we do appreciate our viewing audience.
Our viewing audience, we do appreciate Allison and Julie.
And so here is our finished purse. We appreciate you viewing.